there's a little system moving in right now, and it's going to give us a little bit of snow, a little bit of rain tomorrow, so it's going to be pretty nasty. We've been going pretty hard here for the last 3 days, so instead of going back out there in a couple spots that I've got figured out, I'm going to step back. It's a good time to, gather myself for the long haul throughout the week to make sure that I'm properly scouted and I've got a plan B, plan C, plan D, depending on weather, time of day, and keeping that ball rolling throughout the week. I don't want to get stagnant. I don't want to, get comfortable or be complacent in my endeavors. We got one tag filled, but hey, there's 5 more that we can, take home. So we're gonna try like hell. Um, Great start, just awesome start. But after we left and then come back and drove by a couple hours later, there were 2 other guys in a pickup that seen us alongside the road with our bird, and they've moved into the neighbor's property. So there's good and bad with that. They'll bump and move birds. Will they move them our way? Don't know. But I'm going to give that a day. Let what happened happen over there, and work on a couple other leads. I know where there's some other birds. I just haven't found the landowner yet to ask permission. And there's always federal ground. The reason I'm not hunting federal ground is because I can't film on federal ground. You have to have a permit, and it is, regulated that you, for some reason, it's new to me. I've never heard or seen that before. But on federal and state property in Nebraska, you cannot video unless you have a permit. And that permit takes about 6 months to acquire. So, yeah, I'll just try to find some private ground, and that's what I've been doing. So, been fairly easy to do, really. So, hey, we're going to keep the ball rolling. And here's Amy. Hopefully,
like my saddle back.
Hopefully you got me some ice cream.
I did. It's not there.
Ice cream! All right. We'll talk to y'all later. You have to excuse me while I eat my protein bar. I'm sponsored by Bomar's Bow Hunting. This is a diet ice cream bar. What? Oh, I don't know about you, but that felt really good to sleep in, get a hot shower, kind of recharge a little bit. I'm all about hitting it hard and doing the best you can, but ain't no way I was going to make it to the end of the week if I didn't take a day off to chill for, an extra 4 or 5 hours. So let's get out and find some birds.
Okay. Find some grub first.
Yeah, we need to eat. So. Well, so this is the end of our. Today's Monday, right?
Yep.
Our day off, our rest day, which I'm glad we took it because I sure needed it. I felt like hammered crap this morning. But so we drove around a little bit. We had another lead on some birds, and it kind of just went sour. Let's put it that way. But so we're back on the same place where Amy shot her bird yesterday. And I was kind of concerned because when we come in here yesterday evening right before dark, one of the pickups that were driving up and down the road, they were stopped, and they were in there somewhere. But I don't know if they've got their bird.
Just been up on the hill.
Yeah, they may have got up on the hill and
their bow case and blind was still in the back of their truck.
Yeah, but the bow case could have been empty too.
Yeah.
So who knows? Don't know, but I haven't seen those guys here today. They've moved on, hopefully. And the birds that we've been after are still there. And, I mean, they're literally coming back to the same tree, and there's one giant cottonwood that's literally going to have over 100 birds in it. The chess game is where to put the blind. We do not want to deal with cattle.
We're going to have to deal with
the way we did. Well, yeah, we're going to have to deal with them, but can we get by them before daylight and get set up to where nothing knows we're there? If we don't bump the cattle going in and we can get by them, depends on where the cattle spend the night.
Yeah.
Then
looks like they spend the night back there because that's where they're at again.
Then we'll get a couple good hours before the cattle find us and start making a ruckus.
Well, and they'll feed them, and then they'll come up again, and I mean, they're going to be moving. That's what they do.
Right.
That's their daily routine.
Right. But I want their daily routine to not entail me tomorrow.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's part of it. Maybe we can get the little handheld spotlight. Maybe I can shine down through there and get an eye or two to find out exactly where they're at, and then, walk a quarter mile around them so we don't spook them. But we're definitely going to get here earlier tomorrow because I want to be down in there and I want to set up and hopefully try to brush the blind in a little bit. I think it is a little bit odd. You got a whole flock of birds and they're not worried about breeding, and they're not moving out of this area. They've got about 100-yard wide, 150-yard wide cottonwood bottom that's a half mile long, and I don't think they're even covering it. They're on that guy's property and this guy's property, and I don't think the two properties combined is 300 acres. So they're just kind of moving back and forth and up and down, and they've got everything they need. They've got a sanctuary. They're away from vehicles. We're in the one spot on the road where we can see most of it, but the cars down the highway can't see that. When we drive through this bottom and up the other side, we can't see what we can see right here.
Just on that half part of up that hill.
Just one little spot over there too. So, they're not really. There's nothing to bother them aside from the cattle.
And they're happy as can be with the cattle.
Yeah, they're happy as can be with the cattle. So, we've just got to be able to get in there and not spook the cattle. But
spooking the cattle don't hurt the birds, though.
No, it don't hurt the birds, but that bottom is so small that if one thing looks over at you, then everything looks over at you. And I would just prefer nothing look at me. Yeah. Anyway, I do kind of think that a tight little bottom like this, the blinds do stick out. Well, a tight little bottom? I said a tight little bottom, didn't I? I love a tight little bottom. Even though I'm a breast man. But, you don't want your blinds sticking out of your tight little bottom. That's all I got to say about that.
But you don't want your tight little bottom sticking out the blind.
That won't happen again.
Anyway.
There's nothing green, so you got yellow grass and cottonwood limbs That's all you've got to be able to brush a blind in.
Yeah.
And that's probably not going to happen.
No.
But we can try in the dark. I'm going to cross the fence right here.
No, you're not. We're going to cross the fence down there by his mailbox. Take the same path that we took walking up. I'm not going anywhere near crossing the creek again.
Well, it depends on where the cattle are sitting.
Okay, I'll walk across the culvert and you can cross the creek again when it's 21 tomorrow morning. The creek will probably be frozen. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not stepping in that creek again.
Yeah. Because it was 35, that air temperature that day, not 21.
It wasn't 35 from my knees down.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway, we'll be back probably a good hour and a half before daylight tomorrow.
You better go to bed then.
Yeah, you better go home and go to bed. So, stay tuned. The do-it-yourself continues. Do you do it yourself?
Okay. They're on the camera.